Dra-gan fly. I'm not saying it wrong, that's how it's spelled on the box. Before I even begin on the Dra-gan, I'd like to mention that the guy responsible for this company's creation, that being Dra-gan, the gun is the Dra-gan fly, but the company is Dra-gan, don't ask, is the same guy who created the original machine Vapor. If you know what that is, you can probably see how this gun and entire company is going to end up. Unlike the machine company, this was actually an American-based company. From what I'm about to tell you, you'd probably think it was some Chinese, Taiwanese garbage like, a lot of the other low-end guns at the time, but this one was actually an American brand, just like System X. Some of the things were made in Taiwan, you could see the sticker under it, but it's kind of what Planet Eclipse does, where it was assembled in the US. So, I guess that doesn't really count. Alright, first glance, from far away, it looks like a normal autococker. A little chunky, but if you don't know a lot about cockers, you can see that it looks fairly normal. As you get close to this thing, you can immediately see the just absolutely terrible anodizing. This is supposed to be the red to black fade. Now note, this was kept inside most of its life. The guy I got it from only used it maybe 3 or 4 times, and you can literally point at the lines where it changes colors. That's not good. This stovepipe feed neck is awful. What am I supposed to put in this? I couldn't get my Revy in there. I couldn't get an Evolution or the egg hopper in there. And I couldn't get a gravity hopper in there. So I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this. That, and it's not exactly interchangeable. It's got this knockoff die frame on it, which honestly isn't that uncommon for the time. Most guns, most low-end knockoffs or just cruddy autocockers at the time had some kind of knockoff version. A marker called the Psychoballistics Lightning also had an almost identical knockoff frame. Pneumatics. Autocockers are about upgrades a lot of the time, and this one would need some to be any form of good. It doesn't have any identifiable brands or copies of a brand, at least from the outside. I didn't bother taking it apart. If you look at the back here, it's got a knockoff jam bolt. I don't remember what jam stood for, but jam was this bolt where if you fired and it hit a ball halfway between the breech and the feed neck, it would allow the ram to go forward fully. Just remember, all poppets at the time, except for the Gen E Matrix, which they didn't make one for. And it would let the ram go all the way forward, but hold the bolt back. It's also spider threaded, which is really weird and kind of cliche that the autococker is not autococker threaded. It's got spider thread on it. Now, this is usually the part where I go to a shooting video and I try to compare it to something else, but I don't have a shooting video for this. So I'm going to steal a 10-second clip off of this guy, QMTL, check him out. I know it was another short one, but oh well. At least the mic's better this time.